Good morning. See, I have the benefit of watching people come in that door and going, "Oh, one more meditator." I think we're mostly here. Welcome to the Calgary Center of Spiritual Living and Sunday morning meditation. And welcome to this, I like to call it quiet time. For those of you who meditate, the word meditation is not so fearful. But for those who are just finding their place in this activity, it's nice to just think of this time as quiet time, me time, mental time. And again, I'm Ron. I'm a practitioner here at the center. And I think for me, as I began to regularly practice meditation at quiet time, I found that I began to really look forward to those moments, to really find it to be a necessary part of my day. But more recently, I've come to realize that maybe it's something a bit more than that. For me, I am beginning to feel that this is my calling time, that the great I am is calling out to me, is welcoming me, is asking me to join, is asking me to become part of, to relax my mind from the doingness and the busyness of the world, remain conscious, remain with myself, but give myself over to the vastness of consciousness. So today we're going to try to do just that. No real goal other than to be, other than to just allow our mind to join the vast oneness, the infinite mind. So let's begin by using the calmness of our breath to bring our mind to stillness. In order to release control, sometimes it's necessary to take control, to become aware. So we're going to do 3 very deep breaths in a very controlled manner. So let's begin with that sort of intentional breathing of breathing in and breathing out. First, breathing in a very deep way and filling the lungs, and when you're right at the top, breathe in one more time and release it fully out until you get to the end, and then press a little bit, push, and out. One more time in, breathe in, deep, rising to the top, filling out the chest. One more sip, and release. And as that relaxes, push a little bit to get it all out. One more deep breath, slow, easy, in, right to the top. And release, and allow, and just allow. And in this one, just allow yourself to move back to your regular, automatic, knowing, easy pace of breath. And notice when we release control of that breath, we can easily release the control of our body and just allow it to drop into park. Just breathe. Be on top of the breath, but don't make any decisions about how it occurs. Just allow. And breathe. Easy. Restful, natural, noticing, mindful breath. And so this morning, let us go on a journey of expansion, a visual journey of flight. Let's begin by imagining yourself on the highest mountain precipice the highest one your imagination will allow. Don't fear the height, because you notice with your imagination that you are physically anchored to that peak. You are not standing on it, but rather you will rise out of the peak, and you are safe, completely tethered into the physicalness of the mountain itself. And breathe. And while your body is grounded as an outcropping of the mountaintop, your consciousness, that which you know to be the inner you, the knower, the mind of you, is not tethered. It never has been. It exists weightlessly and formlessly, and it's ready to extend and soar. And now, if you'll allow, imagine with your mind the spirit bird appears and joins you at the peak of the mountain. Your spirit bird lands easily with gentle strokes, and its large feathery wings quietly, easily folding in as it comes to rest on your shoulder. And with one deep breath, you notice it connects with you, spirit to spirit, mind to mind. And you are both united in single-minded rest. And for this moment, you are joined in coexistence. You are aligned. And you are one, seeing the valley floor far, far below you through the same pair of eyes. You perceive the forest canopy and the expanses of meadow below. And in one mind's eye, you are able to follow the river path along the valley basin. And breathe. With that connectedness, you breathe in unison and you exhale simultaneously. You are one. And when you are ready, spread your full expanse of your wing and, united in mind, launch into flight. And allow yourself to be caught in a supporting updraft. So you feel yourself afloat in midair, just below the billowing clouds. And as you float and soar, you notice the dawn is starting to crest. Slivers of morning light begin to beam through to the valley canopy below. And you are fully supported. You are completely at ease, because your spirit bird is doing exactly what it was created to do. It lives in the winds. Flight is its intended activity, its natural state of being, and it does not question itself. You can feel its knowing and its self-assurance. You can feel it. It knows it can fly perfectly. You can fly perfectly. It knows its essential ability is flying, and it does not doubt it. It enters into complete trust that it can do this activity wholly, completely, perfectly, intentionally. There is no fear. It exists to fly. And you are filled with this same knowing, this same understanding, this same purposefulness. and you release yourself to the same belief and to that same trust, and you act in faith, just as the spirit bird does, and you soar together. And breathe. And on the next breath of air, you are both hovering and hovering, caught in a state that is almost motionless, except for a very easy, very slow, very supported descent. You ride this current with absolute relaxation, gliding down, gently drifting, looping towards the valley below. Allow yourself to be afloat on these invisible currents, safe and whole and complete, knowing what your spirit bird already knows, that you are intended to fly. You are meant to soar. Allow and trust until you hear my voice again. as you take in my voice, allow yourself to become aware of your own presence. As you draw back into awareness, allow yourself the moments of peaceful rest in this state or this place of in-between. Present, but not yet back in the world. Fully aware of yourself, and yet untethered to the activities of the outside world. And in that state, take this time to realize in a deep, in a very visceral way, the magnificent idea of the one source that is being played out in form as you. Yes, you are a divine idea. You are. And how astounding, how amazing, and how incredible. The infinite mind first desired, chose to exist in the world of form as you, and pulling together unrealized potential into an existence by the creative thought that became you. And how powerful you are knowing that you arise from and exist as first cause. The one power. That one power that's responsible for the sun and the stars and the galaxies beyond and beyond and beyond. That infinite intelligent had and is having an intentional thought, holding you in form, expressing itself as you in the universe of form. That's the miracle of how life works. That's how life becomes. And that same miracle is how you come to be. The great I am, by design, experiencing itself through and as you. That's a worthy cause of thinking. And that's a worthy thought to carry with you today and every day. Namaste.